Welcome to Lieshias Lounge. Hey, my name is Alicia. Welcome to my lounge, okay? Where we talk all things hot topics, TV, and we chill. So make sure you have your popcorn, your drink, and let's relax. We're not gonna be here for um a long time, but for a good time. But we are recapping episodes 1 through 6 with Love is Blind. So we might be here for a little bit, okay? So this is Love is Blind live with Leisha. This is the lounge. If you are here for the first time, hey girl, hey boy, welcome. But the lounge is under construction. If you are just watching it, you're just viewing it. But if you want to be a lounger, you gotta click that subscribe button. So if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay. I do want to give a disclaimer that if you wait to the end of the episode, I will be giving spoilers. So if you do not want to hear about any spoilers, then you might just want to click off when I get there, and just let it play. Just let it play though, so I can still get that watch time. Okay, and just support your good sis. Yeah, so I did want to say that at the beginning, though, I will give spoilers after we wrap it all up. But I hope y'all are doing well wherever you're listening to this. If you're on the replay, let me know where you're listening to this. Make sure you like this live. Make sure you comment. Let me know what you think about the season of Love Is Blind, season 10. Let me know. And we're gonna get right into it. Hopefully, y'all had a great Valentine's Day weekend. I'm trying to do these on Mondays so I can give y'all some time to watch it, baby. The people be trying to spoil it Wednesday afternoon. Do y'all not have jobs? So I try to give y'all enough time, to get into it, to be able to watch it and stuff like that. So we're just gonna start with episode 1. And I have my handy dandy notes. Okay, I got notes because I'm taking notes. All right, let's first just let's set the scene. Okay, we are in the Midwest. Well, just think about it. We really in LA, like filming, but like we're in the Midwest. We're in Ohio, and I was just like, what is all this Ohio spirit? There's like, you say oh, you say hi, oh Ohio, like Vanessa and what's his name, child? Nick. They were trying to have all this like Ohio spirit. And I'm like, we ain't never had that before. I ain't never heard of all this Ohio spirit before. So that was interesting to me. But let me know if you're from Ohio. Let me know in the comments if you ever been to Ohio. I've only been to like one city on Ohio. I'm trying to go back, but it don't look like I'm missing too much. Okay. So yes, let's get into it. Vic and Christine. Victor is the professor and Christine is the pathologist. Okay, we see them. Hopefully, you watch episode 1. We see them get engaged in episode 1. And I just need to pause right there because I'm like, I feel like we only seen them one time. Like, I feel like we only got to see Vic and Christina like one scene. And then it was like a montage. And I'm just like, if they got engaged, why are we only seeing them one time? If they got engaged, we should be following their love story. Like, what's going on? So I really didn't care for that. Um, But they had some trauma. I'm like, y'all, is it trauma bond and trauma dumping? Like, Christina didn't have a good upbringing with her parents. She talked about her stepdad and stuff like that, being alcoholic. Then Victor's mom was getting beat up by a stepdaddy child. I said, baby. And then they were like talking about their records with like the weed. I said, is this all that we have in common? Is that we had a bad upbringing and that we got in trouble for weed? Like, I was just like, what is this giving? Like, I just don't understand. And then at the end, they were engaged, but I really didn't like that because I was just like, we don't even know anything. They did talk about like if they dated anybody else, and I was just like, when he's like, yeah, I don't, I date always, I date always. I'm like, okay, you don't like black, you don't like black men, you don't like black women, child. Well, let me not say you don't like black women, but it's just like it's already given. Then she's like, I dated all races too, or whatever. What did you date? Like, we need to know what did you date, okay? So yeah, like I was like, well, they have good careers, so that's good. They have good careers. They seem like, they were good, but I really feel like we don't get to see that much of them. So I'm thinking, like, since we don't get to see that much of them, are we going to get to see more of them? Because if you watched all of the episodes, you know that they don't even go to Mexico. So I'm like, if they don't go to Mexico, they don't get to interact with none of the other couples. So I'm just like, something must have blown up after they left for them to still be following them. Now they said Netflix said they didn't have enough money to get all of the 7 couples there, which I don't understand that, because baby, last time you only had 4. You save that money and go again. Somebody was talking about because their records. I don't really know, but in the previews, she's over here talking about, am I going to be good enough to be, the mother of your child because I'm not black or something like that. So I don't know if something happened with his mama, a conversation or something like that. But I'm like, maybe they're going to give more drama towards the end, because I'm like, they barely are even on this season. Like, I was like, are they trying to give like a Lauren and Cameron or something like that? Like, I'm not really for sure. So I was just like, I don't know how I feel about them. Like, are they going to get married or not? I don't know. Let me know. I told y'all I have a spoiler at the end, but I'm not going to tell y'all who gets married though. But I'm just like, I don't know. It was just given that like we don't get to see much of them, so I can't really just draw in their storyline. So I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Victor and Christine. Okay, so the next one, Chris and Jessica, they were the Jessica is the doctor. And child, I'm trying to get all these names together, but that was the couple. I think that, like I said, this might be a spoiler, but I think they get engaged at the end. And I think she's older than him. She was married before though. She talked about how COVID like ruined her marriage or whatever. She would be coming home after work and like the man was giving nothing to her or whatever, having no conversation. So she's like, okay. I'm like, period. She's like, I've been divorced, baby. I'm trying love again. Okay, I feel it. Um, and there was this girl named Brianna, and she said she went by Breezy. I was like, oh my gosh, I know this girl that I went to high school that was named Breezy. That was Connor and Breezy. Um, and Connor was writing stars by her name, like, you can start, you can start. I'm like, oh gosh, how many stars? He's like, you get another star, you get another star. Connor was also interested in Emma though. Like, I hope I'm keeping this together. But then Emma, like Connor, Michael, and Steven child. But after a while, Steven was out of there. But just keep up with the names. Okay, keep up with the names. But so Emma was, interested in Connor and Mike. Um, she didn't want to have kids, but like I feel like Mike kept trying to press her to have kids. And it was at one point like just getting annoying. Like she's saying she don't want to have kids. And when she started opening up a little bit, I'm like, okay, I understand. Like she's adopted. Like she doesn't know her genetics. I mean, he did make a good suggestion, but we'll talk about that later. But that's how we separate them, okay? And then we get into Tyler and Kevon or Kevin, I don't know, with an A. She asked him what his favorite movie was. This boy gonna say Love and Basketball. I said, and that's when she knew he was black. That's what you gotta ask. You got, what's your favorite movie? Who's your favorite music artist? You just gotta know like who's your favorite person or who's your favorite artist or something like that, so that you can know if they are black, white, child, Hispanic, whatever. I don't even know. Then Alex and Ashley, they was the white people. I think Alex was like a soccer player or something like that, and Ashley did something, child. I don't even know, baby. Okay. Steven, everybody's talking about him now. He got a lot going on with the case, stuff like that, but he kind of gave me zesty at first when he was talking. He was giving me kind of zesty. Um, but yo, let's take it back to Vic and Christine, baby. They was eating on that day. They was eating. Like I said, baby, Netflix was like, we eating in the pods. Okay? Like they was like, we eating. Like they was like, y'all not gonna say that we don't feed y'all. I was like, that is so crazy. Like, and they had like real meals, like In and Out Burger. Like I was like, they not playing. But then I'm like, how long are they in these pods, child? Because it is so long. Like they're in these pods for so long. Hey girl, hey friend. Thanks for joining. Um, So I was like, oh my gosh. And so that's when Vic and Christine talked about like the misdemeanors and something like that. And Vic turned me up. He's like, yeah, my mom is strong. Like, do you know how you know she's strong? Did she tell you she was strong? I hate this whole person like my mom is strong. Like, I want a strong woman. What does that even mean? Like, why do we always have to be strong? And she's saying she's strong. Like, what we don't want to be strong. What does that even mean? Like physically strong, like we don't have to be strong. We shouldn't have to be mentally strong. We shouldn't have to go through so many things. Like there's some things that you're just gonna have to go through. But being in a relationship, like I shouldn't have to be strong to be in a relationship to find love. Like I shouldn't have to be strong to be able to be loved. I don't like that. So I don't like that when he said that. Okay. So let's talk about Emma. Emma's 27. She was adopted. Um I think I don't forgot what age, but like she ain't got no kids. And she wants people to be vulnerable a lot, but I think that she doesn't want to share anything. Like, granted, when Steven was asking her questions, it was very off-putting, like what he was saying back, but I felt like she didn't want to answer it. So, in my opinion, I thought, even though it kind of sounded gross, like that, some of that stuff was gross. I think that he had a horrible response, but I think that he was trying to like change the subject. Not, I don't know why you're asking about, losing your virginity, but it's like, oh, your first kiss or something like that. Like, I think it was a horrible response, but um, I was just like, he's trying to change the subject because I don't feel like she was really comfortable with sharing what like about her and what she was going on because she always like, yeah, I don't want to have kids, and they'd be like quiet. He was interrupting her a little bit, but like, come on now, come okay. And then because she was mad because she shared her story and he really didn't respond or whatever. I'm like, girl, you kind of like you said it, but you really didn't say anything. Then she ended up saying it, and then she's just kind of like quiet. So I don't know. Um, and of course, I said earlier, I was like, I don't like that we didn't get to see that much of Vic and Christine. We just see a freaking montage. Like, what the freak? No, thank you. Um, and I talked about that too. About they bonded over parental trauma and religion as well. He was like, "You're hard. I know, like you believe in God. I believe in God, and like they have like those values." So I mean, I thought that was cool. Like that's really what the basis of it. Like, are we going to agree on religion? Are we going to agree on kids? But he was saying that how he was from a hard part. Like he was from somewhere like a hard state or a hard city, and then he like relocated or whatever. Now he's like a professor and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. So first episode ends. We get one engagement, and we didn't even get to see them that much. And the one engagement was Christine and Vic. Okay. So let's get into episode 2. All right. So we get Christine and Vic. Um, and like I'm like, it's about to be some drama, but they see each other, they start kissing, 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 kissing. And they're like, oh my gosh, I love you, talk. But I skip over that part because I hate hearing I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh my gosh, like I know you're gonna look like this. I know you're gonna look like I didn't like I don't really care. Let's get out the pods. And then I was confused because the way they edited it, Christine and Vic were still there the rest of the show. So I'm like, do people get like I wonder like when did Christine and Vic get engaged with because then I'm like, oh, did they go early? Because that would make sense, like why they were in Malibu and nobody else, went. But then they were there the whole entire time because at towards the end of the episodes, you still see Christine talking to Vic. So I was like, that would be the only one that makes sense. Like if they shipped them, I'm not like ship them, but like send them on an early honeymoon or something. Not an early, well, yeah, like a early like vacation or whatever. But I was like, that don't really make any sense because they're still there. So I was like, how did they edit this and why do we still see Christine and Vic? And so I was like, the way y'all edited it, like y'all could have gave us Christine and Vic a little bit more. Y'all could have gave us a little bit more and they could have got engaged in episode 2 because the rush was for what? Like what? And then after episode 1, someone went to the ER, child. I thought someone passed out, someone got hurt or was about to DIE. Girl, the Eliza girl, whatever her name, the girl got nail glue in her eye. We don't care. I mean, I'm glad she's good, but we don't care. We don't we didn't even see her. Honestly, that's the only time we see her was in the pause. I don't even remember. I mean, in like the lounge area, I literally did not even see her in the pod. So that was confusing. So Anna, Emma, and Connor. I really get them all mixed up, y'all. Emma and Connor. I thought Connor was cool. I thought he was kind of chill, and then but I think Emma liked Connor a little bit more, but Connor kind of like broke it off with Emma, if I believe. Then Emma went to Mike. Yes, that's why I didn't like Emma because Emma was lying to Mike, saying like, "Oh, Mike was her number one." I think Connor was your number one, girl. I think Connor was your number one. Um, but yeah, let's see what I said. No shade, but not the Oh, that's what I'm saying. Not the white heavy set boy making it through. You know, the thing. Him and Devontae, they was a little bit on the bigger side, but you know, because you know how Love Is Blind is. They don't be trying to cast nobody. So I said, "Well, child, look at this. Look at them bringing the bigger people out here." So Jordan, 30. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan, basically, he's bigger. The funny thing is that he said that his deal breaker was someone who didn't have kids, and Amber, the one that he gets engaged to, has kids. Everybody come for her because they talking about she's not 30, whatever years old. But Jordan and Amber, they talk. I really don't like they talk, they have like something in common, but I really wasn't like, oh my gosh, like, you know, she just talked about having kids. She just kept talking about how she had a kid, unwed, she was unwed. She didn't know she was gonna find love, and she see her friends finding love and stuff like that. And then Jordan is just like, yeah, I'm here, like I wanna da 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 da. So I was like, okay. But baby, Jordan was tearing up that food. Okay, that's what they was eating up in the pods. They was eating, okay. So that's how I feel about them. Amber has a type, and I just and she didn't let her ex of 3 years see her child, and I thought that that was very interesting. But she also has a type because she's just like, as long as you're not fat and nasty or like old, and he's like, well, I'm 60 years old or something like that. But I'm like, he is a bigger person, and you're saying that not knowing anything. um and I'm like, you have a type, Amber. Okay, girl. So Amber is trying to basically see like what type he is. And then she just keeps saying like, I had to get out of wedlock, I had to get out of wedlock. um and then Jordan said that his ex called him dumb. And he said that was his insecurity because he was called like dumb when he was younger or whatever. And then he's like, then his ex reinforced that. She was like, oh, she's like, oh no, they're just being mean to them. I'm like, well, shoot, child, is you dumb now, child? I don't know. Is you dumb? Like, I'm confused. I'm just like, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm just asking, but yeah. Jordan changed the subject real quick, changed that conversation real quick when they talk about like being bigger and stuff like that. He was like, okay. And then they were talking about like, yeah, what if we would match on Tinder? Y'all wouldn't have matched on Tinder because Amber, Jordan's not your type. So y'all wouldn't have matched on Tinder. All right. Let's get to the next couple, Kevon and Tyler. And I'm just gonna have to say this. Kevon's a realtor, so they was saying how he was like Edmund because Edmund was a realtor last season. Everybody want to be a dang realtor. And Amber said she liked huskier men. Oh, she did? Then why was she saying fat and nasty? I don't remember her saying that, but okay, then that tracks for her. Maybe she do think he fine. Period. I'm so weak. I just think that instead of seeing Kevon and Tyler and the love triangle of Kiva, we could have seen more of Christine and Vic because Kevon Tyler goes back and forth with Kevon. And Tyler also says that she's a girl's girl. And I feel like she really didn't give girl's girl in the edits that she had. I felt like she gave like she here for her man, which you're supposed to be here to find a man, but also she was kind of being sneaky. So let me know what y'all think. At first I think they got some chemistry. They were like each other's number one. I didn't like that like I guess Kevon was in Columbus and I think Tyler was in Cincinnati. And then Tyler's like, yeah, I'll move for you. I'll move for you. Girl, you are in like a good job in the city And you're just like, I'll move for you. I'll move for you. I'm just like, all the black women, because I think even Kiva said like all the black women was just ready to move for that man. Just like, I'm ready. I want to be in love. I want to be in love. I want. I'm like, dang girl, calm down. Like, did he say he moved to you? But something happened to his mom. I think his mom's foot was amputated. And I said, child, baby, the moms, the parents, they amputated, sick, child. It was giving a lot to me. But I think he helps out with his mom. And so she's like, "Oh, you're such a good son," and stuff like that. Oh, he took that all to heart because he helps his mom out because oh yeah, he said when he was at school, he was literally saying how he was at school and he got suspended. He was like, the doctor said if he didn't come home, that his mom could have passed away. And I was like, yikes, that is so scary. Like, just imagine, like that is so scary. But I was like, ooh, I don't know if he should have told that. But but Tyler asks him a question like, what would you do if your son was like basically if your son was gay or something like that? I'm like, I feel like black women like, why do y'all always ask these questions? Like always asking about sexuality of kids. Like, I guess you're trying to see like maybe what their I guess like political views are and stuff like that. But I'm like, y'all just be going for the dang guzzlers and stuff like that. Like, why are we asking those questions right now? Like, I just don't understand. Like, it's just so quick. And then you're just talking about like your life and that you're gonna move and you're gonna do this. But I was like, I don't know if we really got too much about her upbringing. If she talked too much about it, she was just kind of like pouring into him. And I think Kevon loves it. Like I think he needs like a lot of reassurance and stuff like that. Or he might have just liked to hear good things about him because yeah, like we didn't really get to hear too much about her. So his next connection, okay, hold on. Kevon shouldn't have been in those pods, but he did learn that he truly wasn't ready for marriage at least. He kept saying everything was crazy. The relationship was moving too fast. He's like, yeah, this is crazy. Crazy. I like two girls. This is crazy. I like two girls. It's Love is Blind. That is funny. Um, okay. So Kia, I feel like Kia played her like smooth, like I feel like she was trying to be like, I don't want to call her manipulated, but I feel like it was like she, not that she was manipulating the situation, but she tried to just like keep it cool. Like she tried to play her card smooth. Like she's trying to get like, I don't know if she's trying to get Tyler back or like, but she like, have him on his toes or whatever. But she's like, it's okay. This man literally said, I don't got a big house. Like y'all, he was like, y'all deserve more. Y'all deserve this. But like, I don't have a 1 bedroom apartment. I got a beat up car. I'm like, what? She's like, and I don't care. And I don't care. And I love you. I love girl. What? No, ma'am. But then she's like, it's okay. This is an experiment. Like, it's okay if you she gave him more grace. Like, it's okay if you have more than one connection. Like, I understand it's a show and this is it like that. I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she was kind of playing like, it's like she was playing it cool, so he could be like, oh no, I really like her. Oh, let me see her. Like, oh, it's okay for me to explore. But Tyler's like, pick me now, pick me now, pick me now. When you gonna pick me? I gotta be a girlfriend before I'm a fiance. So it was just like two different spectrums of the women who he was talking to. Because at first he was going to tell Kiva like no, because he was like, Tyler's my number one. I'm gonna say no, but then she just kind of like was comforting him, and I was like, that's why I feel like he likes that validation and that like good talking. He's like, oh thank you, oh thank you. But then he kept saying, he was like, oh Tyler, you're so beautiful. Or Tyler, I'm like, boy, what? Shut up, shut up. And then there's like, well, y'all are so great. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. What else? Okay, like y'all are great. I just can't choose. I can't choose. And I'm like, come on, boy. Okay. So that's them. We're gonna put a pause on them because I'm going in the scenes. Amber and Jordan, very interesting couple. He made her cookies. That was so sweet. I think, and like he had them delivered to the lounge. That was so cute. Pretend like we're in the Love Is Blind lounge quarters. Okay, pretend like that's where we're at. If you are in here, make sure you like the live. They end up getting engaged. The reveal is crazy to me because Amber is very physical minded. Everybody's talking about how like she's taking like she's doing her silhouette like when she comes out or whatever. And but I was like, why would you say she was like she asked Jordan like, would you be mad if I was a one-legged person? Girl, what? Like, why would you ask him that? This is Love is Blind, not Love is, you know, not blind. Like, what? Like, why would you, like, why would you even say that? Like, I just don't understand. So they see each other and he's like, I love you, I love you. Or like, he's like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you're like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. I'm like, okay, I had to skip over that part because I'm just like, okay, okay, we get it. He thinks she's so, so beautiful. But I'm like, when the women like the men, like when they think about it or whatever, because she wasn't really saying anything much to him. And she might have been attracted to him, but like, she wasn't giving like, oh, he's fine, he's fine. I mean, like, she says stuff, but they face be saying something else, child. So I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see where we get. So let's go back to Kevon. So Tyler is going in on Kevon, and Key is just like sitting in the background, like chilling. Um, and I was like, why do we even have to see this scenario? Because like neither one of them gets engaged. Like this isn't like the Ayana and Mallory situation in Jared where he like even chooses the person. It's like, why was it shown? Like people like why did we have to show black women getting embarrassed again? Like that's why we don't even be watching the show. Or like that's why we don't even be caring about Love is Blind. Like if we want to watch it for the black woman, whatever. It's like every season y'all embarrass black women all the time. Just don't even put us on there. Like don't even put us on there. They was like y'all complained last season that y'all didn't see nobody. This season we're gonna give y'all something to look at. And we seeing a whatever it's called, a triangle, a love triangle, and it don't go nowhere. So y'all could have really kept the love triangle. But maybe they are really trying to show us that they are eating this season. When the food is on the plate, like baby, the food is in the building. All right. Um, I thought this was kind of cute, but I didn't really know the background. I'm like, maybe. But Kia, gotta watch because so Kia is talking about how like she like watches because of her dad, and he was like, when it's the time or something like that, when the time, and she trying to make it sound like all cool, like when the time is right. So I got this watch. I said, girl, you got that watch because you ain't have no phone. You just wanted to know what time it was. That's just me. Like I was like, y'all don't have your phones, but I see the bonding move. I see the bonding, about it. Then like she gets him a watch and stuff like that. Then he gets her a basketball. That's a whole nother thing. But um I'm just like, I don't know. You playing your cards right. Agree about embarrassing black women. Tyler had to pull teeth to get Kevon to say something about their relationship. Yes. And that was a mess too. So Kevon turned on Tyler so quick. Oh, I was saying how did Kevon turn on Tyler so quick, but I think it was how did Tyler turn on Kevon. Um, Tyler keeps feeling like she's not enough. She's not enough. She's like she wants somebody to choose her, choose her, choose her. But then he ended up crazy is like he was gonna choose her. Oh, then she leaves, child. Let me hold on. Let me not get into episode 3 right yet. But so let's move to episode 3 because this is the reveal, and now we're gonna get into episode 3. Um, so I wanted to know, do you all think Jordan and Amber, do y'all think Amber was attracted to Jordan? Let me know. Like I just said, the kissing was like way too much for me. And then Netflix gonna bring in a whole new couple on episode 3. Brittany and Devontae, not Devo. Okay, let's talk about it. Brittany is a nurse. She said, I bought a wedding dress, so I have to get married. And as we seen on the previews, we was like, Devo, baby, they Love His Mom put his real name on there. He said Devontae. And I was just like, why would you go by Devo? Like, why would you put that as your name? Like, that's really wild to me. But I got some tea on him too, y'all. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little later. There's a little tea that story time what Ricky was saying. Maybe I should say it now, but I don't know. I might say it a little later. But I was just like, why is he going by that? So let's get into them. So she talks a lot, but she is so excited because she already got her wedding dress, child. So Devontae was saying that his grandpa just died. Like he got word that his grandpa just died. So he's like, if I'm staying here, I'm staying here because people I'm staying here because my grandpa want me to. Does he want you to? I'm staying. Well, he was saying like he's like I'm staying here because I want to have that love that my grandpa and grandma had. I'm like, okay. He's like, I'm gonna have to find me a wife, but he just like that her name was Brittany. If you know, you know. We can get into it a little bit later in the episode. Um, they're connected because he's like, I want to be a husband. I want to be a father. My father wasn't in my life, so I want to be a father and I want to be a husband. And she wants to have a big oh no, but that's why they're connected. But um his dad died when he was 18, and so I feel like he doesn't he thinks you all we all know he thinks he's white, but I mean he's definitely biracial. He's definitely got some black in him. We can all tell, but he is in Ohio. But I think that he disassociated with his family because I don't know how they treat him. I don't know if he even knows him. If his dad died, if his dad wasn't in his life, he's like, how can someone like be my parent and they don't love me? Like he feels that or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I can understand that too. But he's in Ohio. I don't know if he's around the black side of the family, but I think he was raised white, and y'all will know why later. And so he doesn't really have like that blackness to him, and probably he has like, I don't want to say shame, but he could have shame or whatever because he's just like he doesn't know that side of his family. So that gets introduced to us in episode 3. And I need all going forward seasons, I need all of the couples to be introduced in the first episode because it's too much to try to follow along. Okay. Do you hear me? So let's get back to Kevon and Tyler. So Tyler storms out the room. She is mad. She's like, what? What? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. He's like, what? Stay, Tyler. Like, what? We're going on. And I was like, that was just so embarrassing. Like, why did you storm out like that? And then to be like, Rita, she's like, I don't know if he want to talk to me. I don't know if he want to talk to me. She's like, I'm leaving. He's like, what's going on? Then to embarrass yourself, like you literally embarrass yourself. And it kind of shows that like women don't know how to handle their emotions because like instead of talking and having a conversation and understanding, you just storm out. Like you just storm out the room, storm out the thing. Like, where do we do redos at, honey? Um, and I was just like, it was a big blow up to then come back and then just like be like, okay. But I was just like Kevon was hurt by it. But I was like, this is a TV show. I don't know if y'all think this. Let me know. Do y'all think that she tried to come back for extra airtime? Because then when she came back, she was like looking at the camera a lot. Like she was looking at the camera a lot. So she comes back after the breakdown. They discuss why she left. And Kevon is unsure, but she's like, "You need to ask me to be your girlfriend. You need to, first of all, she's like, you need to ask me to be your girlfriend. You need to ask me for your girlfriend for your fiance." She's like, you know, she's like, he's like, okay, okay. Like I feel like she was manipulating him and like pressuring him to doing that. But as soon as he was like, "Oh, you want to be my girlfriend or something like that? You want to be my girlfriend?" She's like, "I need a bathroom break," and she's gonna like run into the quarters and like tell them like, "Oh, he asked me to be his girlfriend. Where's Kiva? Where's Kiva? Where's Kiva?" I was like, I don't like that. I ain't like that. Like it's kind of like it's given that you're kind of being messy, but then you plaster this like, "Oh, I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl." I'm like, it's not giving girls girl. So I don't know, but I guess her and Kiva rekindled their relationship. They're like, okay, 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 whatever. But it's like, is there only one black man on the show? There ain't no other black man on the show. I mean, Victor, he already taken, but ain't no other black man on the show. Like, what's going on? Okay, so then we get to Ashley and Connor. They have compatibility. She says he's a slow burn. They want to have a big family. She want to host and all this and that stuff, child. So they do what they do. Okay, let me get my handy dandy notes. Okay, so this is still episode 3. We have Alex and Ashley reveal. Ashley's dress is so nice. Like it's so beautiful. I think Alex is a soccer coach. I don't know what Ashley is because there's just so many people. Um, but then there's Chris and Bree. That was a no. But it's very interesting because later on we'll talk about that. So it's Bree and Connor. But like I said, Connor likes Emma. Then Chris and Jess, they become a match. So it's Emma and Connor. Emma wants Connor though, but Connor wants Brie, okay? All right. So that's kind of how we end um episode 3. So let's get to episode 4. We're gonna come back and talk about how many like couples there are, but let's get to episode 4. Okay, season 10. So Connor and Emma end up breaking up. Emma was trying to be manipulative a little, I think, and Kiva. I think a little bit because she's like, "We both know what we want to do." We both, girl, he was not picking you. Then, oh, this is how I knew that Devontae does not like to. He don't want to be known. He doesn't want to. He doesn't think that he's black because she's like, "Well, your name is Devontae." He's like, "I mean, I could be Greek, I could be French." He's like, "Devontae, Devontae." I mean, it was kind of funny, but like the accent was funny, but like you're black. So I was like, "Oh, he doesn't want to be black because he's like, it could be Devontae," and she was like, "No." So she already knew you was black. She liked you because she thought you was black, and you liked her because you thought she was white. And then y'all see each other, y'all are not attracted to each other. So Chris and Jessica end up getting engaged. Jessica is older than Chris, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know if I should do 6 years older, 6 years younger." Chris, and you good. Um, but I was like, I'm really confused because every time Tyler was Tyler, she's like, "We have one more day. We have one more day." I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, day 6, day 6." So I'm like, I want to do the couples like what days do they get engaged? Because we don't really see the days. Should we barely get the names of the people? But it's like, can we get like day 1, day 2, so we can kind of know like when they get engaged? Because I feel like that's hard for us to really like kind of navigate. So Mike and Emma. Emma said, Emma said, my second, but it really was her first, is what I was trying to say earlier. But Mike is ready to propose to her. I don't really care for Mike because Mike is like pressuring her. It's like, "Oh, do you want kids? Do you want kids?" Like she's told you now that why she doesn't want kids. She's nervous. He's like, "Oh, you can get genetic testing," but he's like, "But I don't know. Like I want to have kids and I want my wife, but I don't want to have to choose. Then don't choose her. Like it's simple. Don't choose Emma because Emma don't know if she want kids, so don't choose her. That's what it is." And so I'm like, I don't really like that. Like when you keep asking people over and over, like, do you want kids? Don't you like she's done said no, or she's unsure. So you can't try to change people in their minds and what they want. They have to come to that on their own understanding. And I can understand why she doesn't have kids. She doesn't even know who she is. She doesn't know where she's from. But clock that T though. Her parents had some money because she said she used to go to either Disney World or Disneyland when she was a younger child. So they got some money. But we are in 2026. We have got to stop trying to pressure people to have kids, or like if you just find somebody else. Like what they say, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Because she didn't want kids. Okay. So I didn't really care for that. Make sure I like this live though. If y'all want to become a lounger, make sure y'all subscribe. Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe. Connor and Breezy. Like I said earlier, Breezy said Connor was a slow burn. Connor said Breezy talked too much, baby. And I concur. Breezy do talk a lot. Breezy, she talks a lot. But they end up getting engaged, okay? So I was like, Netflix is trying to keep them engaged because I guess like if we don't see nobody engaged, we're not gonna watch anymore or whatever. I'm like, they're trying to keep it. They like every episode engagement, every episode engagement. It's about episode 4. It's about 4 people, four couples already got engaged. They like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And then that's why I was like, why are we seeing Tyler talk to Christine when she was already engaged? So that's why I was like, did they leave early? That didn't make sense that they left early. Like, why am I still seeing people in there? But it's the way that they edited and chopped it, and I just think that it was a weird way to edit and chop it. So let's talk about Kiva and Kevon, which is really Kevon's like second, person, but we don't know at this point. But like I said, she got him a watch. And I said, baby, she trying to stay on the dang episode to me. Like, that's what I think. But I think that he likes to chase, and that the other, like, Kiva is calm. And I think that like he likes to be like the talking and the stuff like that. Or like he likes them even talking to him, like he likes them pouring into to him, as I said before. So that was very much interesting. Like I was like, what is going on, child? Devontae and Brittany, I think that they're going to I think he's going to propose to her. This is to episode 4. Jessica and Chris, so they get engaged, and guess what? Devontae and Brittany get engaged. Okay, so 2 more couples. This is episode 4 that got engaged. So Mike and Emma. Emma gave Mike some letters that her mom wrote to her. And I thought that was so cool. And she was like reading letters or whatever to about Emma. Somebody else did that. I think it might have been Connor or something like that. His mama wrote notes or whatever um to him. One of them, because it was his birthday. One of them parents wrote notes to them. It was their birthday, and they were like got them a card and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that is so sweet. But back to Mike and Emma. But that's why I told y'all they was going on vacations. But then she told me they had rats, lizards, ducks. I said, okay, now y'all had too many animals from each child. Too many animals. But yeah, I don't like that he's trying to press her to have kids and she don't want any. But Mike want kids so bad. I'm like, you better be a stand-up father. You better be father of the year, father of the century. How many kids you want? Like what? And he's like, and he literally is like, I am trying to sway you. I am trying to sway you. Like, hey, calm down. Calm down. I like the idea of genetic testing because that's really what her fear is. But like, hey, calm down, okay? So Bria and Connor end up getting engaged. Oh, that's the third couple. He says she doesn't ever stop talking. But her dress was so beautiful, okay? Her dress was so beautiful. Kevon or Kevin, whatever, he doesn't know who to choose, but he ends up choosing Tyler. But no one was on the other side. I was like, oh my gosh. So he came back. They're like, if she's leaving, one episode, he was like, they're like, if she's leaving, or she's talking, she's fighting for you. I think he likes like that woman, like he likes her because she was like fighting. She's like, well, what is it? What is it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So it was like pressure. Then they was like, well, if she left, then bye. That was your answer. So he comes back and nobody's in the room. And then we go to episode 5. So you already know what that is. Tyler ghosted him. And I was like, dang, she could have had she didn't have a conversation with him, but she wanted someone to choose her. And I just feel like that did a disservice. Like, girl, you left, came back, then left again. You might as well just been gone the first time. Like, you might as well just been gone. But I was like, dang, like, well, she did say, like, she was like, if you don't say, I'm like, well, how are you gonna do something? Y'all don't got no phones, y'all can't see each other. Like, you want him to write you a note, you want him to make you some cookies. She was literally like, I'm going back to the hotel. But she's like, I'm not coming back engaged. But I'm like, girl, you giving too, like, you're doing too much, like you're putting too much pressure on him. But she did not come back, and she goes to him. This is real life, child. In real dating scenarios, they ghosted last season, child. They ghosted this season. He was so hurt, but then he was just like, and then it was crazy because he was like, I was gonna choose her. So I'm just like, dang, I wonder if he would have chose her, like where would this have gone? But I was just like, were they doing this for airtime? Because we didn't need to see this love triangle that went nowhere. So that was done to me. So let's get into Devontae and Brittany. So they're engaged. Okay. She talking about popping up to the reunion with a baby already. They're talking about having babies. Well, child, we'll see if they get there. This is their reveal. I don't think they were feeling each other. Brittany had heels on, but she was like, Devontae's so short. Well, girl, you got 3-inch heels on. How short are you? But she's like, I wasn't expecting freckles. He was shorter. She said, she was short. I said, one for the interracial couples because it was Brittany and Devontae, Christine and Vic. I said, okay, period. She made this comment. This comment was very icky. She said, we all are going to get fat one day. Like, girl, what? So you're calling your man fat? And I said, okay. But Devontae said, he said, oh, she's beautiful, but I just, it just so happens she's a woman of color. And that told me everything I needed to know. Woman of color? What are you? You got some color in you too. I said, he must go for white girls. And that's why I said, I think that he thought that Brittany was white. She's definitely Latina. And then she told him that she was Latina and black, baby. You would have thought he seen a ghost. And I just don't think I was like, I don't think they're gonna make it because the attraction may not be there. Like they was expecting 2 different things. So we have 6 couples that are engaged, okay? I'm gonna give them to y'all. It's Jordan and Amber, Bree and Connor, Chris and Jess, Vic and Christine, Devontae and Bree, Alex and Ashley. He was his turn off. Like, he was so turned off by her. Like, and she is beautiful. Like, she's really beautiful. Like, I'm like, boy, he must be blind. Okay. Cause there would be no way that she would even talk to you out in the real world. I'm just being honest. Like, is you blind or is you he's very bold for that, okay? So like no. Um so the seventh couple, Mike and Emma, because Mike proposed to Emma. They had seven couples. I was surprised, child. Um, like what's going on? The men are some comforting. I don't know what I meant by that, child. Charge it to the game because I was trying to write everything. But yeah, so we have seven couples engaged. This is episode 5. And episode 5 continues because they all do the reveal. So let's keep going. Episode 5 was a lot, okay? So oh, let's see how this goes. I was saying that Tyler, so these are just my thoughts. Like, Tyler is very demanding. Kia is laid back and chill, patient. And I think that, oh well, he was like Kevon was like a flower that has bloom, peaceful spirit. Like, he was saying all these nice things to Kia because Tyler had left. So I was like, he thinks Tyler is very demanding. Like, these are what I'm thinking. My thoughts are that he thinks of Tyler, but then he sees Kia, and then he was like, yeah, I don't want you to think that you second or nothing like that. Baby, Kia read him for filth, baby. So let's get into it. But I was like, dang, he was going to choose Tyler, but then she left. And then he spoke with Kia. And she said, she was like, oh, I was never the second option. Da, 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 da. So I'm like, was she just staying on for TV time? Because then she's like, you're not ready for a relationship of this magnitude. Like, you're not ready to be a husband. But all this other time you was like, oh, I'm giving you a watch. He gave you a basketball because you like it. So I was like, was she just playing to get TV time? Because she was just like, no, you're not ready. He's like, where is this coming from? Excuse me. She's like, no, you're not ready to be a husband. You can't make decisions. You can't do this. You can't. I'm like, well, dang, read him for filth then, because like, he already didn't choose you though. So I was just like, okay. But Black Boys down one. Um, that's it. But she said say he's not ready to be someone's husband. I was like, child. But she's like, I got son on business. I gotta choose myself. I really did like that. Because earlier Tyler said, she said Jesus was single, so I ain't have to be. But I think kind of both of them stood on business, but like I keep saying, I don't think we really needed to see that. And so now we have no black core couple, child, but the mixing and the ratios, they up. So it's like, do I need to keep watching? But Kiva said, she said, I'm in love with myself. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, was she stringing him on? Because she's like, I love myself. I'm just like that. So I was like, was she just stringing him on? Because like, why would you tell him all that at the end of the day instead of just like and giving him a watch and everything like that? So I was like, okay. But I think he has some self-esteem issues. I think from like just watching his show, because he was like sharing all his insecurities and stuff like that. So I think, he might need to figure that out a little bit because he's like, I don't have, he was talking about not having nice things like the car and the house and stuff. But Kia changed her stance and was like, I don't know who that was. She was talking about, she was like, I don't know who that was in the pie yesterday. But baby, she said, I can't fix no man. I said, period. She's like, even though like a lot of women want to fix their man, like you can't. And she said, just because a man chooses you doesn't mean you have to choose him. I said, period. I love that line so bad. Okay. And I was like, that actually should have been her picture thing instead of whatever the heck the other thing was. But just because a man chooses you doesn't mean you have to choose him. And I need all women in the world to hear that. Okay. You get a choice too. Like, just because he says he wants you, don't mean you gotta take him. Child. Okay, there's plenty more where that come from, as I would say. Don't come for me. But she was like, me and Tyler deserve better. I was like, ooh, I said, but he was going to choose Tyler. So I don't know. I was like, this is wild. Kiva said, she said, I'm not in love with you. I said, okay, read my boy to filth while he. They be like, what? Kick a man while he already down? She said, and so that's why I was like, I'm like, is she treating him? I'm like, I'm not in love with you. You're not ready to be this. Oh, but before, like, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to have a bus pass. You ain't got to have a tart car. Like, you ain't had to have nothing. But all of a sudden, now, I'm not in love with you. You wasn't ever, you ain't never gonna be. You they be bop, do bop. Okay, girl. There's that. Um, so we're gonna leave them. I just really feel like we didn't really have to see them. Like we didn't need that love triangle because nothing came out of it. I guess it was entertainment, but that's what I was trying to figure out. Because like Tyler was in all these faces, whatever. She about to be a freaking meme on Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube, whatever. She about to be a meme on social media because she's making all these faces. I'm like, girl, you know what? You knew exactly what camera to look at, where to look at, what to do. So yeah, there's that. So there was no engagement there. So we move on. Okay. Um so we're to Mike, okay? So he's like telling Emma that she's passionate, all this stuff like that. Like you'll be a great mom, like giving her all this reassurance, but like she didn't even ask for it. But I'm like, just because you're passionate doesn't mean that it'll transfer. Like, so she doesn't know. So you can't persuade her to have kids. Like, find someone who wants to have kids. Like, oh, I think you'd be a great mom. I think you'd be this. Like, you're saying all that, and it's going in one ear out the other. She's 27. And he's like, I'm 30. He's like, well, when I was younger, I didn't want to have a kid either. And Emma was literally like, she's selfish. Period. She don't want to care about nobody else besides herself. What are we doing? Um, but the reveal is here, and Emma's blue dress was fire. It was so beautiful. But she is attracted to him. It was so beautiful. I said, one up for the ratio, Mike and Emma, Brittany and Devontae, and Vic and Christine. Okay. One of our interracial couples in this season. We're gonna see if they make it to the end. All right. This is episode 5, part 2. Okay. And then we're gonna get to episode 6. Okay. Oh shoot. Hopefully I have episode 6. Okay, I do have. Oh snaps. Or was that all episode? We're gonna work with it, okay? So I wanna know, do y'all think Emma and Mike is gonna make it? Let me know. And why does always come on right before Valentine's Day weekend? Like what? Only the single people are watching this? Are you watching this with your man or your girl? I'm so confused. But I just hate how when they get together, they talk so much about the physical. Like the whole point is for love to be blind. I like this. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna be like this. I know you're gonna have red hair. I thought you were gonna have orange hair. I thought you were gonna have blue black hair. I thought your eyes were gonna be brown. I'm like, okay, child. Okay. Oh, Brittany is Colombian. I said period, and black and white grandparents. Then she says her mom wanted to name her Lillian, and she would have gone by Lily. I said, child, you'd have gone by Lily. Okay, girl. And Jessica was like, I have strong political views. Well, girl, what are they? And so Jessica and Chris, they're together. They were talking about pizza and the gym, and like, oh, I'm gonna eat pizza. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna eat pizza. Okay, girl. And like we said, Christine and Vic went to Malibu. We're still trying to figure out why they went to Malibu. And I need to know, Devontae, are you black, white, or mixed? I need you to let me know. Okay. So Amber says, like, I need you to quit saying unwed. Like, girl, we get it, child. Like, you wasn't married, it was unwed. Just say wasn't married. That's all you gotta say. And then Alex and Ashley, I see we see a little bit of them. Alex and he, the bomb.com. But can't, like, he was just asking her a question. He's like, yeah, quit doing that. Quit looking like that. Quit doing that. Stop. I'm like, are y'all trying to have on the camera? Like, what is happening? Okay. Well, I found my episode notes. So then it's Brian, Connor, Mike, and Emma. So Ashley, she's it's special for you, but Alex doesn't care. Like, I think Ashley was just like more into it, and Alex is just like, it is what it is. I'm not laughing, but does Jordan have a CPAP machine? Because yes, oh my, yes, Yes, Alex likes Brittany because he likes darker hair women. Yes, yes. He don't like Ashley for real, for real. Like, but Ashley's like in love with him. And then Brittany likes Alex. um, but they were like, Jordan said something to Amber, and Amber's like, yeah. And then he's like, let me get my CPAP machine or whatever. They're like, that's not sexy. I was so weak. And Brittany said no, schmecks. And I said, I said that was like, is she attracted to him? Because all the other girls are like, yeah, let's get it, let's go, let's have it first night. Da, da, da. But she said no. And then later on she changes her mind. We'll get into that episode 6. But like, so I was like, offers, I was like, she might not be attracted to him. Because she said, like, she's like, I don't want to have it. Everybody around, they act like they ain't have no fun. They act like it's just like when they end up seeing each other, they act like they have never seen a woman. Like, it's 10 days. The way that they are so like H word is like, it's so cringy to me. And they're kissing like, y'all didn't just have an ex, like y'all didn't just have an ex before this. Y'all wasn't just talking to somebody else. Like, they just make it seem like they have not had any human connection or anything for 2 years. Like, they make it seem like the pods are 2 years long. It's so cringy. So let's get into episode 6. The couples go to Cabo. Well, only a couple of them because Christine and Vic go to Malibu. And we only see like 2 or 3 clips of that. So yeah. I was like, I'd be pissed. Actually, I don't know. Like, would you be pissed if you went to Malibu? Because you don't gotta interact with the couples. You're vlogging and stuff, but they not following you. So y'all can really be doing anything that y'all want to do. You kind of get like a free hunt, I don't want to say honeymoon, but like a free, trip. So would y'all really be mad? But I wonder, dude, like if they didn't make it like to the altar, I'm like, I wonder, like, do the vlogs get deleted? Like, do you like, did they go back and delete all those vlogs and those videos? Like, I just want to know. And then when Emma seen Connor, because she chose Mike, baby, 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 she was like, Connor. Um, and so we get into like them meeting and stuff like that, them seeing each other. I kind of agree with this to a certain extent, but Bree was like, we just had all these emotional connections in the pod. Like, why are we acting like we don't know each other? She just wanted to talk to Chris because she's like, this giving no depth. And she's like, no one is giving it to her. And so I can understand because it's like, dang, like I did have a connection with you. Like I did, like, dang, let's talk. Let's just like say hi, whatever. Like, let's not act like we're strangers. I mean, we really are strangers, but like, let's not act like we didn't have a connection in the pod. Just like acknowledge me or whatever. So somebody was saying like, she's mad because everybody's not like, it's Bree, it's Bree, it's Breezy, it's Breezy, it's Breezy. But I was like, it's true though. Like all the different people, they had all these different connections, but I don't think Chris really had that many. Like I think he cut off the connections, and he was actually very insecure in the episode as well. But I was like, I thought about that, like, dang, like, why do we act like we're so focused on, oh, this is what she look like, this is what she look like? Like, some people need closure. And I mean, I guess you got your closure because you picked your man. But I'm like, maybe she think that she picked the wrong man. I don't know what y'all think. So Connor sees his ex Emma, and he's just like, okay. But Brie do talk a lot though. I be like, girl, hush. Like, I get it, but like, girl, your fiance is saying, like, your fiance saying you talk too much, and then I see you. I'm like, that's rude. I'm like, that girl, she kept saying like, there's no death. Like, no, no, no. Like, she just kept saying it over. Like, the whole episode is like, Brie, I'm Brie, and I want to talk more. I'm Brie, and I want to know why people are like not talking to me. Like, I'm like, girl, sit down. And the fact that the men be like, let's talk about things I don't like, it's like men and women have two different brains. The women are like, oh yes, I love him so much. I'm like, oh yes, I think we're gonna have a great life together. I think that we're gonna be bound, we're gonna have fun. The men like, what don't you like? Well, Mike then told everybody that Emma was messy. They're like, oh, I don't. Connor, oh, Brie talk too much. Like the men are like shelling out what they don't like, and that's why I was just like, this is how I know that this experiment is fake and it does not work. Because if you just got engaged with somebody and you like them and you're like, you should be basking in the love area and the arena. You shouldn't tell nobody what you don't like about them at all. You should be like, I love them. I love the way they dress. I love the way they wear. I love it all. Like, I'm just getting to know the person. But it's just like, who's prompting y'all to say this stuff? Like, I just feel like it's really wild to me that That's happening. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm just confused. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. That's just me. Okay. Um, and Emma saying Jordan, and then they always, this is the next thing. So now they're back into like the rooms or whatever, and they're like, talking and like having conversations with their significant other and stuff like that. And then Emma saying Jordan and Amber are perfect for each other. And I'm like, then Mike's like, Jess and Chris. So y'all don't think y'all perfect for each other? Like, y'all need to focus on yourself. But she knew, she thought Connor was cute. That's why she couldn't say them. I'm like, y'all be always like, oh, this person is perfect. This couple is perfect. The couples are not perfect for each other. They're not perfect for each other. And the fact that Mike said she was unorganized is ruthless. And then he told her, and she was like, yeah. And then Connor's asking about Chris to Bree. Because he's like, no smoke. I don't want none of that. And as we know, Jessica is older than Chris, but Emma and Chris should have gotten together because they don't want kids. Like, Chris, I think Chris was just like, yeah, like, I don't have to have kids. You don't want kids. That's fine. They should have got together, child. And I was like, yeah, Bree need to slow down. It's okay, girl. But Connor's feeling some type of way because she's like, I need closure. I want to talk to Chris. She's like, yeah, I might need she's like, yeah, I might need another, like another talk. She already had one, now she want another one. It's like, you're making your man feel insecure. Like, do you not want to be with him or what? Like, why do you need to keep talking to him? And there was this weird like shot. There was this weird angle, and it was like Jessica's butt was like in the camera. I'm like, why is her butt in the camera? Like, y'all couldn't like pan it a little bit more, pan it the other way a little bit more. Like, y'all couldn't pan it no other way. Okay. And then I was like, Emma likes Mike, but is feeling Connor. So IDK, what's making him feel insecure? But she's feeling Connor. So yeah. Then they play like never ever have I. What am I saying? Never have I ever. Never ever I child. Whatever the heck that game is. And then they did something. Devontae said something. Brittany just like walks away because it's like Brittany's not feeling Devontae. He's like a little standoffish. Like, he's being rude to her. Like, she's like he just leaves and like wants to be by himself. She's like, when my love language is physical touch, so he's trying to touch her, and she's just like, I mean, she's trying to touch him. He's just looking at her. She's like, I feel like I'm alone by myself. Like, I get up, I wake up, and he's just like, well, I like to be alone. I like to be by myself. Da, da, da. Then he tries to say like, oh, my grandpa died. Like, da, da, da. Boy, you knew that in the pause. I'm so sorry, but you knew that in the pause. Just say you don't like her. Like, I really wonder, like, if she didn't say she was black, like, how would he be acting? And then he would have to see it for himself. But like that one dude, he was black and he had that white girl. I'm like, did he not know? Did he not like the white girl? Like, we never got like what was really going on. We didn't know if he was towards the other side, whatever. Like, he just never answered it. So Brittany is like, okay. So I'm just like, I just wonder if they're going to even make it because he's like being so rude to her. And I'm like, boy, she don't even gotta give you the time of day for real. Yeah, and Alex isn't that into Ashley. He's more into Brittany, as we said earlier. Clock that, Alexis. And Brittany doesn't really care for Devontae. And I was like, Alex likes a dark hair and tan skin. And Alex isn't feeling Ashley. That's why he's nervous. Oh, yeah, because Ashley's like, you're nervous? You're nervous or whatever. And Alex is like, oh, Ashley's like, you're not nervous? And Alex is like, no. Alex ain't nervous because you and Alex ain't gonna be together. That's why Alex ain't nervous. He ain't nervous about nothing. He's just like, he's just here. Because he already know, like, he's not attracted to you. And Devontae isn't attracted. So she's asking to not be lonely, but y'all are getting basically a free vacation. So I'm like, what are you even doing this for? So that's what I want to know. Like, what are you even doing this for? And so I'm like, I wonder, like, if they're going to even make it out of Mexico. So we have come to the time of predictions. And I'm going to give y'all, these are predictions. I'm not doing spoilers yet, but like Bree and Connor, I feel like they're going to be a no to me, maybe. Devontae and Brittany, I feel like are going to be a no. I'm like, we barely get to see Vic and Christine, so they may be like, it may be a maybe, right? And Emma, Mike, maybe, and then Justin, Chris, I would say, I'm gonna say they'll make it to the altar, but I don't know what they're gonna say. And Alex and Ashley is a no, and then Amber and Jordan is a maybe. I was like, I don't think there'll be any marriages. That's just my opinion. because we see what happened last time. Last time everybody went to the altar, but nobody got married. Well, one person goes to the altar. So yeah, that was Love is Blind season 10, episode 1 through 6 in Cincinnati, in Ohio. If you do not want to hear the spoilers, please, please, please don't continue. Okay. So make sure you like it and come back next week. I'm gonna try to do another Monday night live so I can give y'all the whole weekend to watch it. But I'm about to share the spoiler. If you do not want to hear the spoiler, then I'm not going to tell you who gets married because I'm like, I want you to watch it to, have fun. But I want to tell you I'm going to tell you how many people get married because I want you to be able to just get your disappointment over. Okay. Just clearly, I'm just like disappointment, excitement. Like, I'm just want you to level out your emotions. Okay. And I just watch this. I don't even have no emotions. I'm like, child, what is going on? After this, I'm going to forget about the show in general. But thank y'all so much for watching it with me. The spoiler is that only one couple gets married. And I'm going to tell you that was from a source that I seen. I did not check it myself because I am not that invested. But from my sources, I seen that one couple gets married. And it's probably not the couple that you all thought was going to get married. And I even said, I don't think they was going to get married. So I'm not going to give you the couple, but keep watching. But basically, I want to say that Love is Blind should be canceled because last season nobody got married. Like, it was failed. That was zero. That was a F. This is like whatever 10%, like 1 out of 7. So one couple gets married, and we don't know if they're still together. We have to wait to see when the reunion comes. So we have to see if they're still together. So that's given like whatever that is out of like a 10% out of 100. So like it's failing. But I heard the next season is in Philly, so that might come out later this year. I hope to see some more, if you know what I mean, people. Okay. But if you like this live, make sure you like this. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share with your friend and your Love is Blind girlies and guys. I will see y'all next Monday for another Love is Blind Live with Liesha. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Shout out to my MVP, Lex Wake Me Up. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe if you want to be a lounger because right now you're just a viewer, but I would love to have you in the lounge with your girl. Bye.